Let's go. Where's Liam? No, Liam? No? Hello?
I don't think so, no. Hi, mate. Jay, we're here. We got Pat, Han History Vault, and Luca in the chat. So I hope you're all
Yes,
well,
the
guys.
boys.
Sorry about the delay, guys, but thanks for joining us as always. yeah, we were sleeping. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Jay, thoughts on Times Square on the and big up guys as well. Thanks.
I mean, it looks amazing. First and foremost, it looks fantastic. Traffic stopped dead. The shops are cordoned off. They've got platforms. They've got live drummers, screens everywhere. Oh, it's fucking mental. And no fans really. No walk-ins. No tickets sold.
Yeah, I mean,
Shakur, Terence Crawford. It's just money there, isn't it? Money and influence.
Turkey's playground, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go then. First round. Teo looks sharp.
I'm with you.
Changing my mind on this fight the closer it's got. Thinking is Teo just going to outbox him 12-0, but not sure, man.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm with Han History Bot, and I know you were the same earlier in the week, but look, we'll see what goes on.
If Teo turns up, he wins the fight.
Yeah, no, it's been a while, mate. I hope you're good. Yeah, look, Teo, if he's on it, mate, we did say, didn't we, earlier in the week, if Teo's on it here, it's going to be a tough night for Barboza, but the more consistent fighters, Arnold Barboza Jr., there's no doubt about it.
And he can just grind a result out, can't he? Whereas Teo needs to be on the front foot. You don't really see him in wars as such.
Yeah.
More chip speed. Yeah. Really fast.
Yeah, definitely. Evening, Dave. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for joining us as well.
Evening, Dave.
Yeah, we expect, and I'll tell you in 3 or 4 minutes. Taylor, look.
If it's Taylor, he beats Barboza Jr.
Yeah, he should do. But I also think that Taylor was fighting emotionally after the Jack Catterall fight in that fight.
Like he had something to prove, I think.
Yeah.
Fought the wrong fight.
Similar to Bradley. Remember when he beat Pacquiao in their first fight, and then he fought Ruslan Provodnikov straight after, and just went toe to toe with Provodnikov, who was an absolute killer. Absolutely insane. Does the event look great? I've not bought either of the. Yes, one of them, Luca, mate. To be fair, look, it just looks like Turkey's kind of.
I'll stream it to the box.
He's invited his friends into the Times Square bubble by the looks of it. You know, it's not quite what I'd initially envisaged the picture, I don't think, but yeah, look, if you just look at the back visual that you can see on the picture at the moment, it's, you know, you've got Eddie Hearn, Oscar, Turkey, and then A-list celebrities. That KSI is there with the other.
It's all A-list. It's just money, like I said. It's money and influence. That's it. Money and influence. I've put it through Skybox. It should be on there in Skybox now.
Teo does look fast here, to be fair.
Very fast.
But like this is the type of fight that Teo will be switched on for, though. You know, that's the
big fight for him.
100%.
But, you know, at the minute, Barboza's just doing what he needs to do, just staying out of the way, having a look, maybe catching his time, and he caught him coming in then. You know, Barboza's fast himself. Right, give me 2 minutes. I'm just going to mute my mic. I want to put it on for my son. He's struggling.
Yeah, no, you're all good, mate. 2 minutes. Yes, Mickey, hope you're well, mate. Yes, Sean McComb absolutely robbed against Barboza and can't even get a chance now. Bless him. I'm a big fan of Sean McComb. Yeah. KSI's never heard of Arnold Barboza Jr., mate. No chance. Probably never even heard of Teo, Luca, for God's sake. Yeah, they're just being paid a fortune, them guys, to play the video game, aren't they? That's the only reason that they're sat there. They ain't there for no other reason than that. Yeah, I can get behind 1-0 Barboza there, I think. Yes, I did see Jim Lampley. Yeah, brilliant seeing there, Pat, for sure. Found it impressive inside when they basically every Hall of Fame fighter. For the Fury when Fury fought Ngannou, that was there's a wild group of people there that week, weren't there? Been waiting for a while. Could be close this time. Yeah, I picked Barboza. Dave, like Jay just said himself a minute ago, though, the closer it's got to the fight, I'm leaning back towards the other way now, but. Look, if Teo's Teo, mate, in there, or if Teo performs, shall we say, he'll win the fight. But the consistency and everything like that goes with Barboza. Activity levels, consistency, momentum, it's all with Barboza. That's what swings the pendulum in his favour, in my opinion. But look, he's not that far removed from the Sean McComb fight, is he? So he's just done incredibly well.
I'll be back on in 2 minutes. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Good right hand by Barboza, that was. Teo does look super quick in there, though. Very, very quick. And relaxed as well. Hands are down by his side. Barboza coming in, rushing in. Teo saw him coming a mile off. Ooh, nearly time. Barboza coming in with a good shot there. Just under 1 minute 20 left in round 2. It's the only real world title fight on this card, isn't it? I know Rowley against Ryan is WBA regular belt, isn't it? But it's not a world title. Yeah, no, he's not got eyes on the fight, Lucas, so he's sitting it out. He might be lurking in the comments. Beautiful right hand by Barboza, that was. Tough to say. I thought Barboza nicked the first round. But again, if they're going to be tight, close rounds like this, Teo will be giving them on the scorecards. I'm telling you that here and now. Close rounds will not be going the way of Barboza, in my opinion. If he's going to win this, he's going to have to win it well, because Turkey wants to see Boots Ennis versus Teo, doesn't he? That's one of the fights on his list, if you want to call it. Yeah, I think Barboza made a good start, to be fair. But again, 2 close rounds. For me, it could be, judges could have it 2-0 either way, or they could have it 1-1. If it's going to be that kind of fight, this kind of fight, should I say, that we've seen in 6 minutes, so Teo will win it. There's no doubt in my mind that he'll win the fight on the judges' scorecards if it's anywhere near close. You never know, I guess, but that would be my opinion on it. Are you watching, Dave, or are you just on here? You're working. Hi, Daz. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. It's so weird watching US boxing at before midnight, starting on a main US card time, isn't it? I don't know why they've gone so early, but maybe it has something to do with Turkey going back to Saudi for Canelo. Maybe the Jets leaving straight off the back of this. Straight outside of Raising Cane's. Gotta love it. 1-1 hand history. Volt's got it. Yeah, sounds about right. Yes, no, all good, Dave. Top man. Keep you up to date throughout the night. 2 rounds down and fairly close. Yeah, it is. Dan, hope you're well, mate. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's on DAZN pay-per-view. It's part of. Hi, mate. Yeah, it's part of a bundle with Canelo for tomorrow night. They've done it for like 34 quid or something.
Still a joke.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not a UK pay per view. No, I don't blame you, Dan. It's good shot. It's not a UK pay per view in my opinion. But look, I don't. God knows what he's paying out for this fight. But look, he's not even got any. He's not got any.
Did you say he's going to win this?
I said draw.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's not got any ticket revenue because there's no one there. It's invite only, so he's not even.
Yeah, but imagine how much sponsorship they've sold.
Yeah, imagine the gate that could have done at MSG or the Barclays Centre, though.
Yeah, but not as much as what they'll have got in sponsorship and advertising. Think about the adverts, what'll be on in between, because they've shut New York down. I'm telling you now, they've made 20, 30 million just off that. The ad revenue, it'll be mental. I'm Fatal Fury. I bet they've funded a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
They've changed the ring apron. If you look, it's printed and not stuck on this time.
Yeah, that was a mistake last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, Barboza keeps catching Teo with a solid jab right to chest. If you watch, it stopped Teo dead in his tracks a minute ago.
I like Barboza. I think he's much improved.
He's very good, very good. Oh, good shot. I can't tell if Teo's back or whether he's pissing around. Do you know what I mean? Because he keeps getting caught with that left hook.
Yeah.
See that? He's got caught with it twice.
Yeah. He looks small compared to Barboza.
Yeah, he does. Remember me saying during week, Sam, he's a 135er, Teo. I know he's physically got there, but he's not. That's not his frame. He's skinny, man.
Yeah.
And you can see Barboza's natural at that weight. Good round for Barboza, that.
Yeah, it's a good fight. So far, I'm with you, Luca, as well. I thought it'd be a bit more of a spectacle than this, to be honest. And I was interested in it to see what it looked like. But a boxing ring is a boxing ring for me, really. It doesn't matter where it is as long as you see the.
I said Barboza would win.
You got the
Swear to God,
did
I just see a Tupac lookalike get out of the ring? Is that what it was? Or just a random black dude with a bandana?
I do think Canelo will KO Skull. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll stop him for sure.
2-1 Teo fan history vote.
I believe that the round that Barboza won was a clearer round to score than the two that Teo won. I think Teo edged the first two. Barboza won that third clear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Backed Barboza against Catcher Heavy and a small guy who does do right. Yeah, look, mate, if Teo is the Teo that he can be, he wins the fight. There's no doubt about it at all. And the stage might help him. I think he's one of them that fights to the level of his opposition as well, Teo.
But the stage is what he embraces, doesn't he? And lives for the big moments. But
oh, yeah.
It's, without disrespecting Barboza, this is not one of those fights, if that makes any sense. It's a good win, but it's not a legacy fight, is it? This ain't one that he's going to be remembered for when he retires. Do you know what I'm saying? The event might be, but the fight itself isn't. He should be winning this fight. If Teo's as good as we've been led to believe, then he should win this fight as good as we've believed Barboza is, because Barboza's good, but I don't believe he's ever going to be an all-time great. Teo's got the potential to go down as an all-time great if he booked his ideas up and was consistent in his fights.
Yeah, it's all about between the ears for Teo. It's all he's got fragility sometimes between the ears, I think.
Yeah. Is his dad in his corner?
No idea.
Because I've not seen the sight and the sound of him this week. He's normally front and centre, isn't he? Same as Bill Haney. He's one of them where he's heavily involved, shouting, screaming, ranting, raving.
I've not noticed, Dave, to be honest. Do not let Mike Tyson talk. Don't understand what.
What's the name? Malik's
Love it, Pat.
Mrs. Kate. Kate Abdo. That's the name, isn't it? Called. She called Belanga. No, she called Hamza Shiraz Edmund, but Edmund Shiraz. She was gonna say Belanga, and she got instead of stopping and taking a breath, she tried to just run with it and called him Edmund Shiraz or something.
Edmund Shiraz.
Fuck's sake! Absolute shite. Teo keeps pouring at his nose. I don't know if it's hurting. Bust. I don't mean burst as in bleeding.
Good upcut by Barboza, that was.
Bro. You can't miss with left. Barboza looks comfy, man. Looks like he's settled in. And he's dealing with speed and timing.
Yeah, it's interesting. No chance, mate. No chance.
Coming off a loss. They keep saying leading with phenomenal fight and epic fight. He lost. Good fight it was, but got his ass beat, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm getting comms feedback from your thing.
Shouldn't be.
Don't worry too much about it, but it gets pulled down. So if it's a thing,
volumes, I don't understand what's going on though. I've got TV and iPad on, but the volume's off.
Oh, don't know, mate. It's only just come through. Have we not heard of work from Malik? Yeah.
On a Ben, gobshite. That's why I heard it on the other side.
Do you know what though? I've noticed about Ben in the last few days. He's parading around a little bit like he's enjoying the fact like he keeps, because I watched, he had a chat with Oscar De La Hoya and he was like, but you could tell like he was like stood there with his chest, but he was like, yeah, just gutted, I lost, and then I was kind of like, wait, are you really?
Yeah,
are you that gutted?
If there's any fights, yeah, he's doing what he needs to do, because you know if he can't get the rematch, then he needs to get a big fight, and he's hot at the minute, innit? He's a hot property. He's been lauded as this people's champ by Eddie Hearn, which we know he's not, and tough. So he'll get fights now because people will want to watch him, won't they, regardless of whether he's a fucking cheat or not.
Oh yeah, no, he's back to the hills now. 3-1 to Teo. Hand history vault taking it female commentary. Don't know what that means, but
I don't.
No idea. Love it though, Dave. I think Teo probably is 3-1 up, to be fair.
I've got it 2-2, but
yeah, look. I think this one and Haney will go the distance.
4-0.
Who's scoring that? I can't even tell who that is on the graphic. Who even is it?
It said the fourth judge.
Oh my god.
The fourth scorecard, sorry. Not fourth judge.
Is that the AI judge, is it?
Must be. But it's crackers. There were a clear the third was clearly for Barboza.
That's Turkey's judge that he's pre-programmed.
Yeah. He's probably clicking one of them things in his pocket. Click, 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 click.
Yeah, Turkey's pre-programmed that because he wants to see the John Ennis fight.
Right, some poor guy in a cupboard, locked in a cupboard with a laptop and a mobile phone, getting told what to do to AI. Someone
as you can hear some comments coming through, some sounds like a female voice. I don't know, mate. Don't know.
There's no females in here, mate. There's just me and Charlie.
Do you know what it might have been? It might have been the girl interviewing Conor Ben, because I think that's kind of when I heard it.
Ah, right.
What's Teo doing? I hate when he does that. See when he ducks dead low and starts moving his head.
Yeah, we're doing it sat on ropes a minute ago.
And Barboza throwing a haymaker at him when he does it. He's got to be careful, Teo.
Oh.
Barboza is not known to be a big puncher, though, is he, mate? That's the.
I don't think Teo is, though, is he?
Not a 140. He's not. He was a monster puncher at 135.
Yeah, but weren't they all? So was Floyd. Floyd was
True.
bashing people up at, that's the natural weights. Once you start going up, Floyd was a fucking monster at 135.
Yeah, he was.
I remember when Nassim Ahmed were coming through, and that's who they were talking about fighting Floyd and Nas. That'd have been some fight, but Barrera paid to that. Took Hamed's ego and soul in one night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think Teo's a natural 135, mate. I think he's blown up, and should have stayed a bit longer for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Swears he couldn't, but I believe with a bit of extra work he could.
I know, but he's talking about going up to fight Boots at 147. I don't like that for him.
He gets stopped, I think. I think Boots is comfy at 154. He's not fighting at 154, is he, Teo?
Nah. Yeah, there's a lot. I've just checked a few cards online. There's a lot of Teo up cards here. So the Hand History Vault's got it.
Oh, they've got Tyson on comms. God bless him. He'll be off his tits on mushrooms or some shit, won't he? I've got the elephant 5 rounds up.
Michael been paid an absolute fortune to be there.
Yeah.
As probably is every single other of the 100 people that are in attendance.
They've spent a fortune, haven't they? In comps and appearance fees and Kid Rock. Kid Rock goes to every single boxing match. Yeah.
He's looked okay so far, to be fair. I can't look at. It's hard to say. I'm with you, mate. I think it's closer than, I've seen some cards online that are the same as that fourth judge thing that I don't think it's.
I'm not
I don't think he's won every round.
And I think Barboza, he's catching him with less shots, but his shots seem a lot harder and to be cleaner. Teo's doing little bursts, like pitter patter stuff. Barboza's loading up and cracking him. Teo don't want to engage. If you look, he's not even trying to engage.
Yeah, he's fighting quite a disciplined fight, actually, isn't he?
Yeah. It'll win him it. It'll win him it for sure. But I think Barboza can change it. I think he can change it 5 or 6 rounds in. Caught Teo then. Looked like Teo dipped
It's just a bit few and far between, isn't it? There you go. Total punches landed 56-36. Kello, I'm sure somebody may be able to help you in the chat. I can't, unfortunately. Neither can Jay. We're on the zone, but I don't know if anyone can help. Thanks for joining us over on Twitch.
35 quid I've just paid. I won't mind, but about 13 of that is paying for me to sleep tomorrow night because I won't get up for Canelo. I'll be watching it on a replay morning. Yeah. I'll go to sleep with the best of intentions and then bam, 6 a.m. So thanks to Zone.
I think it's 6 a.m. in Saudi, so it's like 4 a.m. here. The Canelo fight.
Crackers. Do you think Turkey will get back? Will he be straight on a
private
jet?
There's a jet leaving straight after this, allegedly.
Wow.
Eddie Hearns bagged himself a seat on it.
I hope they've took some of them compression socks, man. They'll get DVT without flights to do, won't they? Love it. Legs like Eddie Hall.
I know. Balloon. I know that's some... saying that the Poly flew into New York a while ago, but London last week for Eubank, straight into New York,
but it's not. Have you done long haul on a fucking commercial flight?
I've
done 14 hours, mate. It's not the same as what they'll be flying.
Oh no, they'll be living the high life
and fucking foie gras while they're laid down in the silk pajamas. Turn it in, mate. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'll try up together and that. Can I sit near window?
His Excellency. Yeah, no, I won't feel too bad for him. No. I'll try not to. If I can't get off a fight. Yeah, no, I'm not on it at all, Dave. Like
it's not an exciting enough fight for me, if I'm honest. It's Watch will wake up and he's been beat, but yeah, I'm just not. I'm not as excited for that fight as I am for these three.
Yeah, 100%. I was on this card more so than.
For the Tio.
Yeah. Charlie thinks Tio's winning. I think he's winning. But
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. 4-2 Tio. Look, I think that sounds about right.
That's about
to me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not religiously scoring it, but Tio's up. He's up a couple, but he's probably up about 10 on the judges' scorecard, if we're being honest.
Yeah. 12-0 going into round 8. Good counter right by
I did say after like the first round or the second round, whatever it was, the fight is at this pace and how it's going. There's no way Barboza will win this on the cards.
No, it's how Tio likes to fight. Back foot, in and out, short bursts, fast twitch movement, and pop shotting. Not staying in range long enough to get countered.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key. I've actually no idea, mate. Who Outpour's fighting is TBA as far or Good Ryan by Barboza. It's TBA as far as
I think he's only gone because he's with Billy and Billy's
Billy's got him on the card, hasn't he?
I don't even think it's like a warm up or it's just a fight. So I can't see it being anybody event much note.
Where did Bacoli do his camp? He looks like the same guy.
KFC.
He looks like the same guy who turned up to fight Joe Parker.
No, mate, he's stripped and boiled down to fucking 11 pounds less than he was. I bet if he took them stupid skinny jeans and Gucci shoes off, sunglasses and hat, there's your 11 pounds. So he hadn't actually lost any weight. He just weighed in his kecks instead of a flipping pair of jeans and shoes. He don't look like he's trained, does he?
No,
he doesn't look like he's trained a day.
No, no, he really doesn't.
So that doesn't bode well. That gives me less confidence than I had before because I'm thinking, well, hold on. So he was ill prepared for the last one and out of condition.
Ooh.
So what he does is has a full camp, comes in unprepared and out of condition.
Yeah, I know. Barboza, you see a good left hook by Barboza there. Landed a few nice shots.
That's his shot tonight, Sam. That's about the 5th or 6th time now he's caught Tio lunging in then. That shows frustration for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Barboza, and he needs to throw more. I agree with that because when he is throwing, he's landing some decent shots. Sorry, Ray, we're not allowed to play the volume on here, unfortunately, just due to copyright and all that. So yeah, apologies on that one, my friend. But thanks for joining us on Twitch. Jay, what's the Barboza game plan?
I don't know. I think he's tentative about moving in because when he did, then towards the end of the round, he keeps getting caught with a right uppercut, right as he's stepping in. Just thinking there, what kind of person wants to go to an event to stand outside on the off chance that the cameras will come past and you can pull a stupid face? Fucking hell. I couldn't be bothered, could you? Let's go stand outside, man.
Yeah. Look, I picked Bacoli earlier in the week, but I didn't expect him to turn up at 299
so did I.
In the shape that he did. So, I'm not going to go back on my pick, but
I tell you what I've noticed, Sam, about nearly every fight this weekend, we've all inserted caveats. But I don't mean that like sitting on the fence, but they're all coming off the back of something, either a loss or a suspension or a knockout loss or a long time out. Do you get what I mean? Not many of the fights have just been made by two active guys. There's something with every single one of them. So we've had to caveat each. Like we've picked Bacoli, but we've all said if he comes in shape, if he's not tentative when he gets hit, is he going to shell up? That there's a lot of unanswered questions going into each.
There are.
This one, you know what I mean? This one, can Barboza step up to that next level? Is Tio still at that next level? Is he going to turn up? That's what makes it so interesting. And then we've got Canelo. Yeah, he'll just turn up and win. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Every other fight's got some.
Yeah.
Canelo.
No, because he still looks pretty. I'd say Luca. Billy Joe. Daz is on FA as well.
He's not fat as Billy Joe.
Yeah. He's got to cut a little bit to get to Billy.
Billy Joe, I swear, right? Look that fat at the boxing. Have you ever seen the Paddy memes? Paddy Pimlet memes.
Yeah.
They did one of Billy, and for a split second, I just scrolled past it, thinking it was just a normal bit. And then I looked again, and I'm like, "Nah, is that a meme? No, it's not. And it was a meme. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, that's how bad it's got. You can't even tell.
Yeah, the Paddy ones, you go, nah, fuck off, that's a meme. The Billy one, I was like, oh, it's a decent photo, that.
Oh, brilliant. Teo can't fight in the front foot. 4-3 now to hand history vault. Interesting. That Ring Magazine guy annoys me.
Why is he dressed like a fucking?
It just annoys me, man. Rick Reno, is it you call him or something?
Yeah, it looks like he's dressed like an older guy that's trying to look down, but also urbanly down. Like he's got a fucking big chain, his pants are hanging down, he's got a stupid hat on that don't go with what he's wearing, like a fedora with fucking Jordans, and he's a dickhead.
Yeah, no,
he's got the belt, hasn't he? The Rocky.
Yeah, he's
strange
guy, man. Strange guy. Few comments coming in. Boxing WTG. Thanks for joining us. It's on DAZN pay-per-view, my friend.
Worldwide. It's on
worldwide actually. Yeah.
So everyone can get it. $21.99.
Yeah. Thanks to Robinson Normeno for joining us on Twitch as well. Thanks for the comment. I can't read it, but Viva Chile. There we go. Read that. Viva Chile. Thanks for joining us in Chile.
Vamos.
Love that, Jay. Vamos, indeed.
Teo starting to look a little bit.
Yeah, Barboza's getting back into this fight.
His dad's there. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Main character syndrome.
He's been quiet this week. I'll give him that. I haven't heard a peep.
Yeah, I haven't seen much from Teo Senior this week.
I've not heard a peep. But he's from New York as well, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, Bill Haney's from the streets, man. He might
be scared. Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for you to get going on
scared, man.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get going on Bill Haney, to be fair. But I thought
they might live in the same gated fucking ghettos of gated community. The ghettos of fucking.
I thought we were going to get all the Bill Haney content in the next fight, so I thought I'd let it be. But he's
got to get him in there somewhere.
He's off and going now.
Misfits, I know where I am.
The king of the gated communities, Bill Haney. It's a weird fight. Hand history, but big up Antonio. I hope you're well, my friend.
Yeah, Charlie's picked a draw, and this fight's heading that way, isn't it?
The draw is in play for sure.
What did you think about Ben when you watched it back?
5-3 Teo. Teo just up. Yeah, I didn't anticipate it myself.
Eubank had the last 4 rounds bet.
Yeah. Teo will get this fight on the judges' scorecards, barring a miracle, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Barboza is not doing enough.
No, I don't. Not 160. No. And Connor can't go any higher than that.
No.
Eddie versus Ryan Yeah. I love that one, Dave. After the Haney fight, wasn't it? Teo does look sharp here, Jay. I have to be honest.
Yeah, but didn't you see? I'm pretty sure I've seen Ryan Garcia's dad start on someone and then apologise in the same sentence. Wasn't that Eddie?
I'm sure that was Eddie.
Fuck you, man.
It was after the.
I hadn't said out, and he goes, "I'm sorry."
Yeah,
his ass just fell straight out.
It did. It was after the Haney Garcia, wasn't it? In the back.
Yeah. He was screaming at him, and Eddie's gone, "What? Don't fucking start me."
Yeah, Eddie's like, yeah.
Who are you talking to? You? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Eddie.
Teo's marking up a little bit, but
Barboza, I thought.
Oh, that was a beautiful combo by Teo. That was. Jab's looking sharp as well.
He's catching him underneath his elbows as well, right in stomach.
Teo just doesn't seem to have the power at 140 at all.
No. I don't know why Barboza now is not trying to just stop him and like just push him forward a little bit more, taking a bit more risk. Easy, obviously, for me saying that sat at home, but he's not winning this fight fighting like this. So I thought he'd be able to change something before now, and he just hasn't really.
Yeah.
He's not pressing, he's trying and then stopping his movement instead of just going in another phase.
Yeah, no, it's been a bit disappointing actually from
him. Yeah, bit flat. But Teo's, done well. Looked surprisingly better than I expected.
No, he definitely has. I've been impressed with Teo. Yeah, and Barboza's not going to just chin him with one punch either.
No, I can't see him catching him and knocking him out.
Not happening.
That happening. No. I don't care. Neil Leifer, photographer. Why are they show some shit, don't they, when they do these events? They better not start playing fucking FIFA for 20 minutes.
Sometimes I do question like what Turkey's motivation is for some of this stuff. Like God only knows what he's paying KSI and that speed guy to be there.
I mean,
like millions and millions.
Do you think it's millions? I don't think. I think they'd do something like this for 100 grand.
Probably. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But still, I'm not dismissing that type of money, but it'd be stupid amounts of money.
Yeah, 100%. 6'3" then for I think it might be Daz actually, yeah.
Mate, but it just shows you, don't it? Saudi, people go on about whitewashing and mate, I've got my pride. If Turkey rang me to do anything, blood actually physically on his hands at the time he shakes mine, I'm ignoring it. I'm asking him if he's got a tissue so I can wipe it off. And then spelling my name for the check.
Turkey can get whatever on earth he wants.
Yeah.
And absolutely. That's just as simple as that. Yeah, Uncle Al's there in the front row. Imagine Al Heyman just pops up out of nowhere. That's all it's missing.
Literally is. We won't know. No one really knows what it looks like, I think Al Heyman's actually a white woman. It's not that black dude that we've seen.
Yeah, the mystique of Al Heyman. I just don't understand how Teo win against Barboza yet barely lose. Yeah, look, he's clearly a struggles for motivation. I think sometimes Teo, he's one of them fighters when the pressure's on, like the Lomachenko fight, and clearly in the Kambosos fight he wasn't right. I know he had stuff going on outside of the ring at that time.
He was divorcing or something like that.
He was.
I think it's just when he can be asked. I think he's that type of guy. If he's not motivated, like you said, and he can't be bothered, then his performance reflects that. When he's backed into a corner and everyone's doubting him, and like you say, the pressure's on him, he gets in his flow state because he stops worrying about it and just goes out there and boxes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it works, and he takes risks. And like when he boxed Sandor Martin, he just had his hands upright and was just in and out like that instead of when he pisses around, the stuff we don't like a bit like, the showboaters. People always go, dickhead, he's too much now. But that's how he fights, and he fights better like that. He's done a bit of it tonight, hasn't he? A bit of showboating.
You can tell he's switched on tonight. There's a big, who knows, Daz? He's on it tonight. You can just see it in his body language and everything. Coley got stopped, 90-day suspension. People saying it's not the case because it's not in the UK. Yeah, no, the British Boxing Board of Control do govern the Saudi fight, so that's a fair point, Luca. Queensbury promote them under the British Boxing Board of Control.
Yeah.
So I've no idea. Yeah, he does. Have Rowley. But yeah, Uncle Al's not going to be anywhere to be seen if he does exist.
Imagine if Don King popped up.
God, it wouldn't. Yeah, Don's still going in there.
It's just
Trevor Bryant or whoever else.
I'm surprised he hadn't rolled fucking Bermain Stavern out again.
Yeah. I got a soft spot for Bermain. I met him once. Good, that's better from Barboza, but it's so few and far between.
Yeah.
Once every blue moon that he lands a few good shots.
Not enough. He hadn't thrown anywhere near enough.
How many rounds to go? 2.
2.
He ain't winning this fight.
No, he's not, is he? No,
that's a shame. I genuinely thought that he would cause Teo fits tonight.
Do you think Barboza? Do you think it's a mixture of Barboza not fighting the right fight and Teo being better than he has been?
Yeah,
or do you think Teo's just that good? He's made Barboza look average.
Yeah, look, I don't think Teo's been special tonight. I don't think he's been like incredible.
Been better than Barboza, hasn't
he? Yeah, he has. He's been better than Barboza. I think he's been solid. How could I forget? Of course, he's got Broner.
That's it. My God. Has he though? Has he though?
Well,
no one's got Broner. He's a fucking liability, that kid.
Yeah, no, there you go. 6'4" Barbo. 6'4". I think you mean 6'3" Teo. I think you mean hand history vote because you had it. 6'4" Teo because you had it 6'3" Teo.
The last I heard, Adrian Broner had ripped a load of NFL players off in a rigged dice game. 6.5 million. Sausage, isn't it?
Allegedly,
obviously. He owes that in child support, probably. He's got about 10 kids.
Hi, Lennon. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're in the, as Hand History Vault said here, 11th round. Teo probably at worst a few rounds up here, I would say.
3 or 4, yeah. Yeah.
I think Barboza would need to win both rounds or a knockdown if he's got a chance here.
I think he'd need to win the last 2 to get a draw, if he were lucky. He's lost a majority of the rounds of this fight, really.
Yeah, there's a Teo showboating, Jay.
Yeah.
Why has Mike Tyson been on my screen for that long?
I don't know, because surely he ran out of shit to say after about a minute and a half.
He doesn't need to have him on, like, fair enough, cut to him for a segment, but...
Not play-by-play from Tyson.
Yeah, we don't need play-by-play. I think if Barboza wins the last 2 rounds convincingly, the draw's on, but yeah, I can't see it myself. Teo should win this on points if it goes there. Yeah, get Broner in the Saudi mix. I'm with you. If you want to drive some pay-per-views, get AB.
Oh, God. Conor Benn versus Broner at Wembley.
Yeah, they'd do that in a heartbeat. What happened there? About billions.
Average boxer.
Yeah. Love it.
He's not, though. That's the thing. I really thought he would get the Floyd fight. I thought they were going to do a fabricated fallout so they could fight.
Yeah.
But
I thought Tank was going that way as well at one point.
Yeah. It's been I wouldn't say a tough watch, but yeah, I'm not going to rush to watch
it had potential to go like this.
It started well.
It did. Just never caught the fire, did it?
No. Them shops are going to be fuming. They must have been compensated for having to shut down. Look at all them. Buzzing, but they're not even going in. I couldn't be bothered, could you?
No, I could stand in that crowd.
Let's go stand outside, man, and cheer.
American people are on a different planet.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Got Haney and Garcia, no distance. Leonard. Well, Shane Mosley saying that he's fixed Haney's power. I don't know if you were reading that in the week, Jay.
I read it yesterday.
Yeah,
Right.
I believe that when I see it.
Yeah. I mean, Shane Mosley's not recognised as a great coach, is he? What's he done? Give him a couple of pointers or something?
Yeah, he showed him how to punch properly, apparently. So, yeah, I'm interested to see that.
Why don't he start showing his son how to punch properly? Would that make more sense?
It'd be hilarious if Haney just iced him in 2 rounds.
Do you know what I mean?
Providing that, obviously, Ramirez is okay. You know, I just mean like iced him and he's like Golovkin of the welterweights.
Points at Shane.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
He's like Edwin Valero of.
Shit! Killer turns into just this icing people.
Just absolute bombs in his hands. 7-4 Teo. Yeah, he won that 11th for me, Teo. So I just don't think Barboza can win this fight now unless he stops him in the last 2 minutes. But
no, that's not going to happen, is it? Lost the fight, Arnold.
Yeah, Barboza disappointing for me on this big stage, to be honest. I think Teo's boxed well, but I don't think he's boxed exception. You know, I thought to win sort of 7-4, 8-4, whatever it'll be, judging by what we've seen so far, I thought Teo would have had to put in a proper good performance to get there. But yeah, he's been decent and he's looked sharp, but boots in this, and then they're not going to be quaking in their boots, are they? Off that, no pun intended, obviously.
Ennis would stop him. He's too big for him.
Teo's not big enough.
I just think Barbosa's made it too easy for Teo. He hasn't offered anything out of the ordinary, anything that he can't see coming, anything he can't predict or counter.
Yeah.
It's not the same Barboza that beat Jack Cattrall. Absolutely not.
Do you think he's fought too much?
Maybe. Gone a bit stale?
He was out in November, then he was out in February. Now he's out in May. So I don't know. That's
burnout maybe without realizing.
Third time out, 3 training camps in 6 months.
Yeah, could be. Never thought
quite
about that.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Heavy schedule that.
But look, he's been paid. They've all been saying that.
Life-changing money. This. Who won out of the cop and the fireman? Do you know?
The fireman, UD.
Oh, did
it? Yeah, apparently it was terrible.
Yeah, it looked terrible just from the face off.
I don't even know if it was a UD. I just know it was points.
Oh, and didn't get a handshake.
Well, at least it's over.
Yeah. Not rushing to watch a replay of that.
Nah, that was the one I was most intrigued about as well, just to see what
the most exciting thing that happened in the fight was that backflip.
Teo will win that wide on the cards, very wide.
116, 112, I think, or 117, 111, something like that.
Yeah, that probably was what it was in reality, but I reckon Teo will get it wider than that. I reckon he'll get it like
118, 109 or something.
Yes, 118, 109, something like that. That'll be a good fight.
Yeah, I could see it, yeah. Sorry.
No, you're right. Cafu and Bam.
Yeah.
That's straight
on the
after
same day as
Usyk
and Dubois.
Dubois
going to ice Usyk, 3 rounds, mate. Said that with a straight face, didn't I? Daniel's getting slept, mate. Usyk's pissed now because of them. They won't shut up about the low shot, will they?
Yeah, Usyk's coming for war on July 19th.
He wants a 4-on-4 straightener in central London, apparently. Did you see that?
Yeah,
My team for people, your team for
mate,
people.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you can bring you can bring anybody, and you ain't beating Usyk and 3 of his guys, man. You can bring anybody. Here he is.
Yo.
Evening.
Good day, mate.
Evening. I got the last couple of rounds. Looks like Teo's done enough without being spectacular.
Yeah, he won the fight. He won it. Yeah, well, I think we were kind of in agreement, 8-4, maybe even a little bit wider, but he'll get it. I reckon he might get it like 118, 109 type cards.
He'll get it wide, I think.
We kind of said, didn't we? We said during the week, Teo can look, well, he can look unspectacular and get the job done, and he's done that again here, hasn't he? He's not done anything special, but he's going to keep holding the belt, and he's going to move towards bigger and better fights.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Jack Cattrall would have been beaten there by him tonight, I think, as well. You know, Barboza didn't look up to that much tonight, to be honest. So I don't know what that says for Cattrall.
I mean, yeah, he didn't do anything at any point other than the round 3 that made me think he could win that fight tonight, and I really give him a good chance beforehand.
I think it says Barboza had the night of his life in Manchester, 7 weeks ago? And are we maybe seeing where his level now is again? He wasn't that impressive against Jose Ramirez, who we're going to see later tonight in November, and he looked really good against Jack. So we may be seeing he has a really special night.
Was it McCall?
Sean McComb, yeah.
He struggled in that fight, didn't he?
He did, yeah, he did.
Well, if that was in the UK, he would have lost. If that was in the UK, he would have lost. It was an American decision.
So what I'm saying is, do you think he's got up for certain fights and then
possibly
boxed out of his level, if that makes any sense? Just that bit like Conor did. Conor had in UFC, he had the Aldo and Alvarez, but other than that, you can. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes they can get up for certain fighters, and other times they don't look that good. Is Barboza just not that good? I don't believe that. I just think he's just fought their own tactics.
Yeah, wasn't his night tonight, to be fair.
And Teo can do that to a lot of them if he turns up. He can do that to most of them at 140.
I don't know what the cards were, but it said unanimous for Teo.
If Teo turns up, he frustrates the life out of you, doesn't he? And he just does enough without ever. You almost, as a fan, want to see that next gear, but he's never got that next gear, if that makes sense. And he's done the same.
He's called out boots.
Yeah, that's the one Turkey wants. If that'll happen, that will. If he'll move up to 140, it's a bad fight for Teo.
I will say this. If the Teo that we see him turn up in his 2 big career fights against Loma and Taylor can do it again, there's a chance. But the boots we saw dismantle Stanionis 3 weeks ago.
That boots plays with Teo, in my opinion.
Too big.
He is.
He's not a big 140. Mate, Boots is a big 147.
Yeah, Boots would be a big 154 as well. I think Boots will fight middleweight at some point.
So there's a fucking creepy guy. He's a fucking weirdo, that Ring Magazine guy, isn't
he? Yeah.
Oh no, Rick Reno, whatever you call him. Yeah.
So to God, I feel like going and checking on my kids, even though he's not in the same fucking country. He's that creepy.
That's an afterthought from last week, mate. That's what that is. But we're gonna have a conversation later tonight about Devin Haney at 147. I mean, Devin Haney's a 135, and it's just about capable of doing 140, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
It says everything, I think, about the strength of depth between 135, 140 to 147 at the moment. These boys can bounce around and call out certain fighters because the strength and depth isn't there. I think it's more to do with that rather than the quality.
Yeah, no, that's fair. We'll leave this one there then, boys, because I think Haney and Ramirez will be coming for their ring walks very shortly. So thanks to everyone who joined us. We'll be back for that if you care to join us. And see you shortly.